Hello people, and welcome back to Let's Play Season 3. When we last left off we just completed Tarsus. Or if you just came here from 8th assignment choice, then welcome. Now in this part we're going to be starting Valentia. I've never done this though. I feel I might have had a go at it before, but I can't remember me completing it ever. Oh boy, Lutetia was fun. Not. Valentia is a 10,000 city person. I've got two of them to do. One's a myth, the other one being Londinium, which I think is in 2 levels time. Yes, after we've got Damascus and Caesarea, then we've got Londinium, Simon Kituza, yeah. Then the last two. Yes, and then the last one. Right, so we've got 4 more levels to do. Missed. So we're going to do Valentia next. And we might end up getting luxury palaces. I might have to do some of the tricks I experimented and learned in Tarsus. I'll probably be using again. But if I can get into luxury palaces, luxury palaces, then I'll be using my original setup. Anyway, let's see what Valentia has to offer.
For many generations we have recognized Toletum as the capital of Hispania. As part of my consolidation of the western provinces, I command that a new capital be built on the coast where it may be more tightly integrated with the rest of the empire. Toletum has long struck me as too independent. To leave no questions in citizens' minds about which city is Hispania's true capital, build Valencia into a major city, unsurpassed in culture, prosperity and peace. I grant you a huge, rich province in which to accomplish this. The peace requirements might give you some minor difficulty. Rome subjugated the Etruscans in Italia ages ago, but some seem to have emigrated to Hispania. At least some barbarians calling themselves Etruscans have been active in the area. If you take the usual defensive precautions, there'll be no more than a distraction.
Right, so as you see, Etruscans, which I think were the people we faced in the first military assignment, which I think is them. So if they're like the ones in the first military zone, they won't be too much of a problem. But my guess is they're just going to have large numbers of them. That's just my guess, anyway. As you see, you've got population of 10,000. I hope this one got to have a lot more organised than Lutetia. But now, I've learned a lot since Lutetia, though, thanks to you lot. Most importantly, Countess, who's taught me the most. So we're going to have a similar situation as I did in Tarsus. We'll be discussing. Based on what we got in Valentia and what we get by training. That depends on what plans I have for which area and what plans I have. But we're going to otherwise have a similar tactic as I had in Tarsus. So prosperity 65, radiant 65, so roughly the same as Tarsus. Favour of 60, culture 70, peace 60. Right. In population 10,000. So let's have a look. Put it on slow speed. Have a better look. So we've got looks like we've got lots of farmland here. Wheat, vegetable, olives and vines, right. And shipyard more, so we also got fish. I'm guessing, I'm going to take a good guess and say that for most of the poor people, a lot of poor people, will be having fish. Lucky them. And rich people more likely to have the farmland. So that would be that. So I'm just trying to think where these might spawn. So there, not really there. So I'm looking at possibly Lair, and down over here. So 3 possible spots so the enemies can spawn at. See what we can trade. We've got fine, so that's one source of wine. Carthage Nova sells another source of wine, so that's 2 sources of wine, so we can get luxury palaces. So we've got, and with wheat and vegetables, yeah, we've got 3 different food types, yeah, so we can get luxury palaces. So what can we buy? What can we do? So we can sell pottery, oil and wine. Okay. Well, we have oil and wine being made near the rich people's area. I think will be best. Otherwise I'll start setting up here really. And I'll start on rich area parts just so we can start selling some stuff, but I won't be finishing just yet. Clay pit and timber yards, so we can make our own pottery and furniture, and make our own wine and oil. Okay, so what we don't have weapons, we have to buy for weapons. Okay, which Kafka sells. Well, we need to set up dock for that, so Tingus sells marble, we're not really worried about marble. Well, accountants give me a little tip for raising desirability to help get past that. Oracles apparently find a lot of desirability over a wide area, something like 12 tiles, and if that's the case, then it makes them very useful getting villas and palaces up. Yeah, so that's that. Sells fruit. We're also going to buy fruit, I guess, but for the moment we'll worry about saying pottery will be our main export for the moment, but I might need to start selling oil and wine, so right. We start here. So we'll get them up to small casters for the moment anyway. Don't want to take up the space for the dock in the fish, so like that please, that's it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bum bum. Actually it's 4 because it's not in the desert region. Okay. Right. Shipyard. Still a dock there, so we've got a shipyard and 2 wharfs here, so we can set up so we can start getting food. One, 2, 3. Get going there, yes we can. Let's get what we got here set up first, and then I'll worry about getting pottery, and then pottery will be our first export. I'll start on the rich people area early so we can get oil and wine, start selling that off. Kafka buys the oil, so if there's a land trade route, that'll be handy. But Tingus who buys, well, for wine I guess it won't be a huge thing, so eventually I'll have to just be buying the wine, importing wine in order to get the luxury purses up, so eventually I won't be able to sell wine, so it'll be mainly pottery and oil for the moment. That'll be our main export. If anyone buys Kafka sells furniture, but yeah, timber yard, maybe I'm not going to worry about that. Just for the moment. So, more people coming in. Okay, all employment's done, and we've got fishing boats out there already. Once I've got a lot more employees, then I'll start the pottery workshops. not saying possibly. No, I'm going to build some house over here. I think, shall I? What I'll do is, if we're going to get too far up here, I'll get a warehouse set up that has just fish. I just want to think. Well, if we get the commons just to eat fish, and then I can have wheat and vegetables. Rich people can have wheat and vegetables. I'll get, depending on how, if I get a lot of money, then I'll import from fruit as well. Have it over in rich people's. Carthco never sells. Yeah, Carthco never sells fruit. So if they're doing land trade, it would be easy. Yeah, I can do that. So I have rich people something like over here. Yeah, that's the plan. Because the rich people, especially who've got palaces that pay a lot in tax, so we get a lot of money from imports from that. So yeah, so, and hopefully if we've got a lot of wine being produced, so if we've got a warehouse full of wine, for example, we won't be worrying too much about importing wine. We just import it just so it counts as two sources of wine. We won't actually need to bring in any. If we keep our wine, keep our warehouse with wine full up. Yeah, so that's it. Anyway, that's the plan anyway. Way down a bit more when you come up to it. I'll start on getting some pottery set up. So 2 clay pits here, or 3 clay pits. How much pottery do you buy? Quite a bit. Okay, we'll open up the trade route. Yeah, I knew it was a export. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to actually move this for a moment. And then you go round here. That's it. Now you're almost guaranteed to get workers. If it's shooting. Employees need okay for a moment. I thought we had enemies coming up already. Right. So now we've got enemies coming. That's handy. Right. So that's looking good so far. 32 employees. And I'll be able to show you what a plan I had for luxury palaces, which in tasks I was doing on the first attempt, but didn't realise that I can only go as far as large villas. Obviously for the second attempt I adjusted it so in preparation for large villas, but this attempt I'll have it set up so for luxury palaces. So I'll be able to show you the rough plan I had for luxury palaces. I have to clear it up for trees near full moon, but otherwise have it somewhere like here. Yeah, it should be fine. That's useless because we haven't got any farms built at the moment. So I have to find employees and I'll build more fishing wharfs when actually build more fishing wharfs now. I don't need to go so heavy on the prefects this time because things not very good. We'll go back lower. So we've got no fishing. Right. Short 8 employees. So at least we've got employees now. Lots of places where I can have fishing done, which is handy. We'll start getting pottery here, so we can start selling that when the ships come. Like that.
I can't wait to do some trading here. I love a good deal.
Yeah, so I think commerce, I think Working people are therefore going to have this plan. Working people are going to have fish, and rich people can have the better stuff. Can I build a wharf there? I guess I can. Let's make it a bit more easier to get to the employees by going like that. It's a bit more easier to get employees. That's it. It's making us some money. So what I can do is over here I'll start getting some. Anyway, this is where I'm going to have my rich people. I'm just going to use them for getting the oil on that. So, right. And I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Small statue, fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small statue, fountain. And one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum. Right. Fountain. Small statue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Fountain. Small statue. Give a lot of money to the city. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum bum bum. Corner. 1, 2. And so I'm just going to do like this. Clear space. Fountain, small statue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small statue, fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 luxury palaces planned. Awesome. And let me get there. We get more. I completely forgotten about it again, haven't I? Wah, wah. Right, fountain. Not too close, but close enough so that the fountains can get water. Same with over here. So this is not quite the same as how I had it planned, but it's very similar. Along this line anyway. So I'll get some. I don't worry too much about resource farm management. So 2 wheat and 2 vegetables around here. Move this like a granary here. That across there, right there. I don't want it across there. There. Go on quick. Oh, dearie, dearie. There. Dearie, dearie me. Nice. Actually, I'll get a here as well. Right, hold off from buying for the moment. Alright, so these are now cleared out. Yep.